today in Orchard Core, we have already health checks, but I don't think there is something special to that, because whenever you go to the /live, I think, it shows healthy, not too much. So for that, when we go to the feature, sorry, not here. If I go to the root of the website, I change the website. Health, for example, there is a custom URL tenant. It will show if the tenants are healthy or not, because I think it is useful sometimes when you have a list of tons of tenants and you want to make sure if no one of these tenants are disabled or deleted by mistake. So for now, because all the tenants are on the start state or running state, sorry, it will show it is healthy. And whenever I disable, for example, blog, it shows unhealthy because one of these tenants are disabled. This is one of the health checks, tenant health checks. Another checks I made were here for the SendGrid module. And sometimes also it is useful for mailing service. You want to ensure if the emailing service are up and running or not. Similarly, when I go to the SendGrid, sorry, where is it? Send, okay, I'm not sure if there is a hyphen or not. Yep, it is unhealthy because the configuration or the API key for the SendGrid is not provided. I already installed the SendGrid in the blog, so when we did the same thing here, health is great. In the blog, it is healthy because all the configuration in the blog tenant are correct. Also, one extra thing, if I go to the health URL, it will choose like a statistics for all the available checks that are running on the tenant. It will be aggregated on one screen, and maybe the next step is to show these health checks in a pretty good UI. And this is because how this shows up, because there is a new configuration here, like show details for the health checks. When you enable it from the app settings, you will see all the checks that comes from the modules, the available modules. That's my demos. Any question? And hope we have something like the health checks in Orchard Core, because there are many things we need to check.
So just a comment, what I think might be useful on the first screen you showed us, where you have a list of tenants, instead of listing the features, maybe there list healthy, unhealthy, maybe their URL as well. That will be helpful,
Yes.
but not listing the features. At least that's what I think. But that might be helpful.
Okay.
2 screens in one.
Okay, thank you.
How is it related to ASP.NET health checks?
It is the same thing. Like, I think where's here?
Is it the same thing, or is it ASP.NET health check?
ASP.NET health check, like this one,
Okay.
for example. There's a health check here. If I zoom this one, okay. For example, this one, system update health check.
We don't see what you're showing.
Just a second.
We see Edge. Well, at least this is what I see. I see the
Okay.
health URL is the JSON document.
Okay, now I'm on the one of the health checks.
So I believe you shared your browser.
Okay, sorry. Maybe I just a second. Share the. Okay, now I think you should
Oh yeah,
see
perfect.
the
Thank
feature.
you.
Oh, okay, thanks.
So
One of the health
check.
Yes, the ASP interface from the diagnostic namespace. For example, this one is system update. It will check if there is an update from the new Git package. If there is an update, it will show there are view update available. Otherwise, it will be healthy. So now, if I
is it just this one? Is it just a sample that doesn't make any sense, or is it supposed to make any sense? Because saying it's not healthy because there is an update on NuGet, I mean.
Yes, but when I check this, it will check the latest version on the NuGet. For now, I think I'm running on 1.5, so it will say healthy. Otherwise, whenever 1.6 release, it will shows unhealthy. So that's I.
But why?
Need to. Because there.
Well, it depends what you mean by healthy and unhealthy, but the goal of the health check is to see if an application is working or not. And for instance, in Kubernetes, to say, okay, I need to start a new instance because this instance is unhealthy. So in this case, it will never be healthy because you are just putting, by doing that, we are just making all the alternate instances going down because we just released a new version.
Yes. Makes sense. You are right.
That's why also, I remember it's just a sample to show how it could work, or if it's something that is shipped and that I think it should not be shipped like this. Okay. This one is dangerous.
Yes. Also, there are another option, degraded, but I'm not sure for why we need this. So that's why I choose unhealthy instead.
Degraded may be like it's working, but in a degraded mode. So that might be the only better option. I need to check what Kubernetes will do or what clients of the health check will do. Also, I'm wondering when this endpoint is evaluated every time. Well, this code is evaluated every time the endpoint is accessed. So I believe then it will check, it will do a NuGet query every time. Maybe we need to cache some things here.
Yes, you are right. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Maybe we need to.
Parentheses, yeah. Some comments, small comment.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, but that's great. I like the fact that it's integrated. And how do you register that? Like any other health check in ASP.NET?
Yes, this is a startup. Just basic. I build simple extensions.
Okay.
To add it, simple like Orchard, just because in Orchard code we just have a simple URL healthy. There's nothing there, but we can do something better for databases or emails and a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Typically for SendGrid, the health check will not be to check if it's configured, I believe, maybe. But I will see, I don't know, yeah, probably. Well, SendGrid is weird because it's a different process, so it will have its own health check. But I don't know why.
Yep.
Because the application still works, but the SendGrid itself, I don't know.
So that's why
if you restart Orchard, SendGrid will still be down. I mean,
I will think about it.
What would be interesting to see if, like, to add the database health check for sure. Like, try to do a query.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
Or maybe a list of services and let the service define its own health check. So like YesSQL will provide you with the database service if it's healthy or not, and then maybe the email will check if it's healthy or not. Maybe it'll send a test email.
But we have to. That was my question before with health check. What does it mean to be healthy, and what does it mean to not be healthy? from what I know, when it's not healthy, you want to restart the app or to create a new node, like on Kubernetes. And if the email doesn't work, you can restart Orchard. That won't change, because so the email should not expose its healthiness. But database, however, like when you ask Orchard, can you query the database, and you say no, then no, you can't. But at the same time, you could say, well, if the database is down, then it's still not healthy, even if you restart. I don't know. That's I need to.
Yeah, but I think if the service define its own logic for health check, at least it will tell us, right? Like in that mail server, for example, maybe that health check will actually attempt to send us like a test email, right? And if it sends it, then it's healthy to it, right? So it's defining its own logic.
So when you do health/SendGrid or health/email or health/database, yes, that is good. But if you do maintenance/health, what do we report? Like, should we report it's not healthy because the email is not healthy? Maybe not.
I mean, if the site is returning 200, HTTP 200 is healthy, I think for that. But if you want to do a service level health check, then each service will define its own health flow. Because if there's a database error, the site is going to return like 500, right? It's not going to return 200. So I think that's usually the case now.
Also, you can return a new health check result, but I'm not sure if it is healthy or unhealthy, but I'm expecting it will show a health check with description, but I'm not sure about the original state for that, because the default one are 3 healthy, unhealthy, and degraded, but can do your own by returning new health check result. I might try it after that.
Yeah, I think for a tenant should be healthy if its state is running, and you go to the home page and that returns HTTP 200. I think that's healthy.
Mike, that's not how the health APIs are supposed to work. You're supposed to hit an endpoint that will let you know if something works, but it should not try itself to reach the home page. It should check that every subsystem is working to tell you yes. So maybe that will be part of it, but that's not how it's supposed to do. I don't think so. I will read about it. I need to understand more about
it. Thank you for your feedback.
Carlos, did you have something to say? I see you're unmuted. I wonder if you wanted to add something or just by mistake. I will say it was by mistake. So now it's muted.
Okay.
Background noise from Carlos. That's it.
Okay, thank you for your feedback.
Okay, thank you, Hicham, for the demos.
Thank you.